NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Chargers going up against the Texans. Now we'll take you out to San Diego Stadium for this matchup.
There's plenty of electricity in the air here today as we welcome you to a wild card matchup here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Wild Card Weekend around the National Football League. We've got a pair of divisional winners and a pair of wild card teams, and it's postseason time, the most exciting time of the year, Phil.
Yeah, it sure has. Yeah, you can tell the difference when you pull in the parking lot. You see more people tailgating. The atmosphere is absolutely electric, and we see teams really, truly take it up a notch as far as the physical part of the game and the emotional part. It's going to be fun to watch.
Perriman's the deep back for the opening kick. King's got the football on the tee, and we are ready to get this thing started. Here we go. The playoffs are underway. Takes it from the 4, and here we go. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Coming onto the field in his 10th career start. He was starting in a Super Bowl game. First down at the 21. Pass is intercepted. So we've got a young quarterback with some experience stepping onto the field today for the first time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
The Chargers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. First down at the 44. Gets about 4 yards that time. Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. Coming to the line at the 40-yard line. Randall's lined up in a single back formation to the ground. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback space.
Now looking at third down. Out of the shotgun. Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
What a job by the defender that time, reading the quarterback and the receiver and being in position to knock that football away. That is really well played. That's a clinic. Put that on the highlight film and show guys how to do it.
That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
Kaepernick's ready for the snap. Empty backfield. Colin Kaepernick from the shotgun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. Rhodes is there to make the tackle.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Surveys. The defender able to knock it away. Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. This will be second down. The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Kaepernick's going to take it from the gun. Bo has the grab. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
You can't play zone coverage against this quarterback. He knows his zone, and he's going to find the open throwing lane, and he gets it done.
Setting up now at the 44-yard line. The Chargers have it at the 44. Very nearly intercepted. The defensive line will be the focus here in this game. If they're disrupting the quarterback, the rest of the defense will have a chance to do their thing. The football rests at the 44. Trying to beat the play clock. Makes the reception. And they bring him down at the 36-yard line.
Good job by the quarterback that time. Get them in a 3rd and short after that play, and now you can run or pass. That makes it tough on a defense.
The Texans defense now is going to go nickel. Kaepernick from the gun. Le'Veon Bell.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
Here now in the playoffs, what's the preparation like, Phil, for a game like this compared to a regular season game?
Jim, it is different. When you talk about playoff games, coaches are willing to take more risk. And that could be going for it on 4th down or just trying to catch the other team by surprise with an onside kick. Because sometimes you must take a chance to win a big game. Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch him.
From inside the red zone. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Quick drop back. Gary Barnidge holds it in. And Alonso in on the tackle.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
Second and goal at the 2. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
They need to get the play off. A timeout charge. Third and goal to go from the 2. Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete.
It's third and goal. You don't get it in the end zone. What do you do now? I think you go for it. You call the right play. Give your team a chance to put a touchdown on the board.
Chip shot here. Drives it through for the field goal. You're late in the first, and that field goal puts them on top.
Yes, and it's a confidence boost, no question about it. When you get a field goal or a touchdown late in the first quarter and it puts you on top, it just feels good.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field. And no return as this goes for a touchback. The Chargers defense would like to repeat what it did the last drive, not being out there too long, just 3 plays and forcing a punt.
Well, they're going back out there. They're fresh, man. And the defensive line, the defensive front, they were awesome. That's why they got off the field so quickly.
First down at the 20. Randall's got it on the handoff.
Texans offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Loss of 3 on the play. Quarters formation here for the defense. Second down and 13. Devin Funchess comes away with the football.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Third down. The Texans get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Dropping back now into the shotgun. And it's batted down. This defense off to a terrific start.
Well, they call third down the money down because you try to keep drives going. And right now the defense has all the money because they're the ones getting it done.
King is back now. He'll be punting. Perriman's going to look for space now. Tackle down at the 42-yard line. And a run back of about 13. The Texans have to feel pretty good about themselves. That last time on the field, they were out there a long time, but only gave up 3 in the end.
Yeah, that's the good point. The bad point is they just gave up a lot of easy plays to the opponent's offense. You know, you just can't give away easy passes and they'll run right up the middle and get yards. So they got to toughen up.
Kaepernick takes it from the gun. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This should be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 10. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
You know, Jim, it's been a long time, but when I played and it was 3rd and long early in the game, I knew the defense was going to be very careful. So I was already thinking, if I don't like it down the field, I'm going to throw it short and do it quickly.
Looking at every option. And Marshawn Lynch with the ground. One quarter complete, and defense has been the story thus far. Back after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade. Win from within.
Here we are about to start the 2nd quarter, and both offenses still seem to be trying to figure out a game plan for this one, Phil.
The heck with figuring out things. It's time to open it up a little bit. You got to take some chances to make positive plays in this league. These are good defenses, so if you want to get some productive plays on the offensive side, take a chance.
And the quarterback is taken down by Kiko Alonso.
That's a bad job by the offense that time. There's no doubt about it. The blitz by the defense, they do not do a good job of finding out where everybody's blitzing from. They let a guy come free, and that free blitzer, or as we call them, free runners, he gets the hit on the QB and takes him down.
The Chargers have it at the 44. Barnage with the reception. That's his 4th catch of the day. We're early in this game, but this defense must figure out a way to cover up this tight end because he's putting up big numbers.
I don't know if they can stop him, Jim. It's so hard for defenses now to come up with ways to stop these tight ends. They look like power forwards in the NBA. They're big, they're strong, they're fast. What do you do? The Chargers don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Bailey's lining up for the field goal. He's 1 for 1 so far today. An empty possession for the offense. They go for the long field goal try, and in the end, they come up empty.
Yeah, they came up empty, Jim, and I thought it was a risk by the head coach. Didn't manage the game very well that time. I would not have tried the long.
The Texans offense failed to muster a single 1st down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at him when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time.
Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Well, there's no doubt what to do in a situation like this. You do not take a chance and put your team in a position where they have to make a big comeback in the 2nd half.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. It's a grab by Funchess. He's in the clear, taking it all the way home for the touchdown. Early in the 2nd quarter, and they've staked themselves to the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, listen, don't start looking at that scoreboard, though. It's too early in the game. You just got to keep playing. Don't worry about winning and losing, but it's nice to be on top.
The Texans for the extra point. Makes the PAT. The Chargers set up for the kick return. They've just lost the lead, so need to try and respond. Scores 7-3. Perriman's got a chance to return this one. And he'll step out of bounds. The defense marching back out there for this next possession, and what's been a stellar first half for them, and thanks in no small part to the man you're looking at right there.
Well, I like what this defense has done so far in the game and what they have shown. You know, on the defensive side, it's always about energy, but they have shown tremendous discipline.
The Chargers take it from the 28. Graham wraps up the quarterback.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
The Texans with a nickel look here on defense. Chabot.
What can a defensive back do in a situation like this? The answer is nothing. How about the throw right on target by the quarterback and a good route on that out route by the receiver?
It'll be third down. Kaepernick standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
When you're a quarterback throwing against zone defenses, look for the open space. That's what he did that time. He ran in there and made the catch.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Kaepernick's back in shotgun formation. Gary Barnidge hauls it in. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play. Here we are in the first half, and the tight end has already put up numbers that would be good enough for a full game or two.
Yeah, the numbers look great, but I give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Good blocking, and this quarterback so far, he has been pinpoint, and the tight end has taken advantage of it.
The Texans lined up in the nickel. The Chargers snap it at the 41. They'll throw it over the middle. And that's a gain of 9.
The Chargers coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
Kaepernick's now completed 4 in a row. Following that completion, second and short. Colin Kaepernick under center. Bell's taking the handoff.
Bell's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back. When there's nowhere to go, hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
Now third and short following the run. Bell in the backfield. Single back set. Bell's going to secure the handoff. That's a gain of only a yard.
Bell is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter.
It's 25%.
And now as we come back to the field, we're looking at a defense trying to maintain a lead going into the break. First down here. The Texans defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Kaepernick's got it in the gun. The catch by Bell gets about 9 on the play. And here we have second down. Colin Kaepernick from the shotgun. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Good job that time, Jim, by the defender. He hit that receiver so hard that football came flying out. That's why it's incomplete. The big hit by the defender.
Kaepernick's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Le'Veon Bell makes the catch. Touchdown, San Diego.
Short passes are just as important as the long passes down the field. This time, a short, accurate pass. Look what it leads to. All those yards after the catch. Nice run, nice catch, touchdown.
The Chargers getting set for the point after. Inside of the uprights.
The Texans can perhaps get the big return and do something here before halftime. They're suddenly trailing. The score's 10-7.
The Texans ready to receive the kick. He'll have a chance to take off.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Thomas has been way less of a factor in the passing game today than we're accustomed to. Maybe this is the drive that he gets things started.
Yeah, you're right, Jim. I think everybody's hoping for that he'll pick up his play and just help everybody on the offensive side. Not doing a good job. He just hasn't been crisp running his routes. And when you're not crisp running your routes, hard to get open.
From the gun. Launches it down the field. One-handed grab.
Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He stepped out of bounds to stop the clock.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
First down at the 46. Has his man. Rodgers tackled down after a gain of 5. That's his first reception today.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
Devin Funchess comes away with the football. The Texans are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
Offense ready to play after calling a timeout.
This is third down. The Chargers will come out in the dime.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
The Texans get a first down.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
Breaking huddle at the 23-yard line. First down at the 23. Got hit on release. Second down following that incompletion. The Chargers come out in a dime package. From the shotgun. Complete to Nix. And that's a gain of 10. The Texans are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Third down now. From
the gun. Joseph Randle with the reception. Touchdown, Texans. A big touchdown right there. They're almost sure to take the lead to the locker room with that score.
All touchdowns are big, man. They're all exciting. They all make you feel great. And right now, the offense, they are feeling great about what they did on that last drive.
The Chargers return team hoping to set up something before the half as they've fallen behind. The score's 14-10. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Chargers preparing to get things going again on offense. They took it all the way on their previous possession, mostly getting it done through the air.
Yeah, they got the leader, don't they? That quarterback, he takes control of the situation when he goes out on the field. And I know that defense, they have great respect for him. Now they fear him. That's a tough spot to be in on the defensive side. Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
Kaepernick's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
Kaepernick from the gun. Bell's got the catch and the first. Chargers take it across. Touchdown. Finding the end zone for the second time.
Nothing like it for a quarterback, I'll tell you that. I loved it. Throw a little short pass and just root your guy on and watch him score a touchdown. Pretty exciting stuff.
The Chargers getting set for the point after. Driving extra point is good.
The Texans in position. Not much time left here in the first half, where they're now on the losing end of things. The score's 17-14.
The Texans ready to take that football down the field.
Bryant's got a chance for a return. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense has gotten them back into the game here in the second quarter.
Boy, they needed it from the offense. That's right, because their defense is struggling. But they've turned things around on the offensive side, Jim, because of just outstanding quarterback play.
The Texans are going to line up. Close game, second quarter. The score's 17-14. The Chargers with two extra defensive backs in the dime. The Texans from the 22. Randall's going to take the handoff now. The Texans signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. And second down coming up. The Chargers defense now is going to go nickel. They go draw. A tackle behind the line. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day. We've reached halftime here in Southern California. We'll take a quick break and return to San Diego for the second half after this.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Chargers are in a tight playoff game, and that has fans on the edge of their seats. The Texans are playing solid football, and a kick return touchdown has certainly helped their cause. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Texans with the ball early in the second. Funchess is the target here, and he caps off the two-play drive with the score. They're now on top by 4. Third down from inside the 50. Bell's got the catch here, and this long run goes for a touchdown. which takes the lead to 3. Third down, inches to go. Randall's wide open here on the catch. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score. They're now on top by 4. Late in the second, Bell's got the catch here, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. The Chargers go up by a field goal. So that's it for us. We'll go back down to Jim and Phil for some more exciting playoff football.
Jim Nance, Phil Simms here at San Diego Stadium, getting set for the second half. Touchback now as the ball comes out to the 20. The Texans offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Double tight end formation.
Randall's handed the football. He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
Randall is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9.
Corners formation here for the defense.
From the gun. Finds Thomas. That's a gain of 7.
The Texans understand just get whatever yards you can every time you run a play. That's what they do that time. It's a short completion, but look what position it puts them here. In on third down, this is something they can handle. You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Randall's looking for a place to run, but there is nowhere to go. The offensive line just gets dominated. Good job by the defensive line that time.
King is back now. He'll be punting. Perriman's got it at the 29. Picks up 8 here.
The Chargers back on the field with their offense now. They've scored on each of their last 2 drives and have to be feeling pretty confident right now at the start of this one.
Yeah, it is amazing what the mind can do sometimes on the football field. You go out there and you score. You feel like nothing can stop you. So it would not be surprised to see them to go out there and have success again.
First down at the 36. And the football ends in the hands of Bo. The Chargers have really been passing the ball well these past couple of weeks. Kaepernick led this team to 2 straight good weeks in this department.
This offense is in some rhythm. There's no doubt about it. And the quarterback, what do you say except that he is grooving. He is throwing the football very well.
First and 10.
Le'Veon Bell has the catch. And they are in on Bell. The Chargers have created chances for themselves in the passing attack today. Kaepernick's done everything he can to keep his team on top.
He has been so efficient here today. Very smart, making decisions. And when you put those 2 things together, that's why your football team is winning.
Reese is marked down after a gain of 9.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
First down at the 21. Look at that concentration. San Diego, touchdown. They're not that far from closing this game out after that touchdown here mid-third quarter.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's a dominant performance so far. That drive just set it off. They wanted to take it down the field, execute the plays. They did it, and the defense just let them have their way.
Add the extra point. The kick is good. Kaepernick's going to look on now from the sidelines. That last drive, he contributed more than 50 yards in the air. The Texans ready to receive the kick. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20. The Texans offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Well, Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
First down at the 20. Randall's got it on the handoff. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
The Chargers with a nickel look here on defense. Throws the pass. Has the grab. Rodgers met at the 44.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. Randall's taking the handoff. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
Randall's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
They come to the line, and it's first down. The Texans come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Nix brings it down.
Texans coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off bounds. Even me, I thought for sure they would run the football, but no, they come out on first down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way. The Chargers lined up in the nickel. From the shotgun. The reception by Demaryius Thomas. Mark him down for another reception. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
Randall's going to secure the handoff. Brought down at the 26. The Texans are down on the scoreboard, and this running game is a big reason why. Randall's been stopped from the first quarter.
Running game has no chance. That's obvious. We've seen it here today, and it's time for this offense to open it up, quit trying to run the football, and throw it down the field.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. 2nd down and 10. Thomas has got it. First down. The Texans have the football as the 4th quarter gets started. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. First down here after the completion. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. Ford's there to take it down. The Texans defense now trying to keep him out of the end zone and prevent this game from tightening up.
Well, let's see if they can keep him out of the end zone. This defense, when the offense gets inside the 10-yard line, they have not been very good. We'll see if they can change that here and make a play.
Another carry here. Touchdown, and that'll close the gap in this one.
Early in the fourth, and they've climbed back into this one quite nicely. That touchdown couldn't have come at a better time.
Awesome job by them getting out there, finding a way to make this game close by scoring that touchdown. But listen, as a coach, don't do anything stupid like onside kicking and take your team and put them right back in a tough situation.
And the kicker's ready to go.
Perriman's running this one out. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Chargers come back out. Let's see if they can answer now with a touchdown of their own. Of course, last time the offensive unit was on the field, they took it down, marched in for a score.
I don't see why they can't answer. Everything is working, and so they're coming out there full of confidence. And we know football players, especially on the offensive side, when they have confidence, man, they play their best.
The Texans go with the dime formation here on defense.
The play clock's running down.
Kaepernick takes it from the gun. And intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Texans offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did. The Texans, good job that time, moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
And a gain of 4. Wow, Phil, you would think when a quarterback has a game like this going that they would not only have the lead, but maybe a big lead. Instead, they're trailing.
Yeah, Jim, and, look, if you look at the stats, once again, we'll say it, stats do lie. It's not all about the quarterback all the time. It is a team game, and they are just not doing it overall so far.
And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. Way. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Looking across the middle, 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
Texans did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Out of the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Bryant's able to move the chains here as he's tackled down.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Now 1st and 10. Randall's going to take the handoff now.
Jim, that's a nice job by the offensive coordinator there, being patient here in the fourth quarter. He's not down that much, so he's sticking with the run game and gets a short run that time.
Time is running out. The defense knows it's playing with the lead, but doing whatever it can to just try to run out the clock. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack.
They'll go ground. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Got to be a little more creative on the offensive side. When you're down a score here late in the game in the fourth quarter, you got to mix it up. That run is not going to make it work.
Here comes a field goal try to tie the game. The kick is through for 3.
So the offense does good work to drive down the field, get in position, and kick the field goal now to tie this game in the late stages.
Yeah, you know what's going to be fun from here on out is which team is willing to take a chance. Will the offense be aggressive? Will the defense take some chances? The one that's aggressive, I think that's the one that's going to win the game.
Phil, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today, as both have put on quite a show.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup between the quarterbacks. And look, I think the league is loaded with really good quarterbacks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, the league doesn't have enough guys. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of good ones. Give them time, and they'll show it to you.
Colin Kaepernick from the shotgun.
The catch by Bell, and that's a gain of 9. After the catch, it's now 2nd down and 1.
Kaepernick from the gun. Bell's got it, and a first.
And he steps out of the field to play.
The Chargers rely on their passing game to lead them, and today it has. Kaepernick's been all but unstoppable.
He has been unstoppable here today. You want to win it? Well, Jim, we always hear it's a quarterback-driven league, and we are seeing that in today's game.
The Chargers have saved all 3 of their timeouts for here in the fourth quarter.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
Kaepernick's going to take it from the gun.
Le'Veon Bell makes the catch.
Bell's tackled right at the 28. The Texans will, of course, call the timeout now to stop the clock.
After that defensive timeout, we're ready for action.
First down at the 28. Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch. The Texans defense will stop the clock here with under 2 to go as they want to preserve the clock. The Chargers coming to the line still have all 3 of their timeouts here in the fourth quarter.
They bring in the extra tight end. 2nd and 6.
Bell will get it on the toss.
And he's brought to the ground.
The Texans in a tie game will call a timeout. They clearly want the ball back with a chance to do something.
They're able to move the chains after that last run.
Teams in the NFL spend about 30-40% of their time all week long practicing plays in the red zone. So there's a lot they can do here. Let's see if they come up with something that works.
Just 4 yards away from the end zone. At the line, they're in great position for the win. The Chargers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. The Chargers tied late, but coming out of that timeout, they understand inside the red zone, they hold all the cards right now. Now at the line, they're happy to take their time at this point. Knocked down as he fires it.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Coming up to the line at the 4. As they get set, it's just about winding the clock down right now. And that pass from Kaepernick will go incomplete. Now they'll have a shot to take a late lead on this kick. And converts on the 3. They were thinking touchdown that entire drive, but in the end they have to go field goal. They convert here in the closing stages.
Well, I'm sure they would have loved to kick that field goal as time expired, but that's not the case. Good job of moving the football down the field, getting that field goal to put them ahead, and now the defense, go out there and do your job.
That return's good for about 19. And this, it would seem, is the possession that will decide this football game. This is the guy right here who lives for a moment like this.
Oh, he does. This moment, think about this offense, how much talent this quarterback has. And they have an offense that's so diverse. They have so many plays. I feel sorry for the defense in a situation like this.
Second and 10. Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas, but it's incomplete. This is an almost must-convert scenario. Third down coming up here in the late stages. Yes, that's 4-down territory, but you don't want to face make or break at this point.
Yeah, on the defensive side, now it's time for the coach to do his job. Be aggressive, call a defense that the offense has not seen so far today. If you do that, I think you'll catch them by surprise.
Excitement on one side, disappointment on the other. Only one team can move on to the divisional round. Well, you didn't get that first-round bye in the playoffs, but you get a first-round win. You win a wild card game, and now moving on to the divisional.
Yeah, you're excited about it, Jim. You winning a playoff game, and you got that rhythm going. In other words, you played well during the regular season. You win a playoff game. You can't wait to get that division opponent in the divisional round.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
Isso